Hey, what's up guys? It's been 2000 YuGiOh. I'm your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh superhero, and today guys, I'm going to be talking about this brand new card that just got released today, as well, on the 3rd as of making this video. It is called Arknemesis Eschatos. This monster has an amazing card effect, guys. This thing is really cool. This is definitely a boss monster. I don't know what it is about Eternity Code, but they are making a crap ton of monsters, and they're making some really good boss monsters that are just have some interesting effects. So let's go ahead and we're going to talk about this guy's effect real quick, and then I'm going to show you some replay footage here. Basically what this monster is it's a dragon type, level 11. It has 3,000 attack and 2,500 defense, which that will be relevant later, as you guys may see in some of these replays. But one of the things that is interesting about this is this monster's effect is it cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's its first effect. That's its constant effect. That's really cool. But it's the next effect that's the interesting one. You can declare one monster type on the field and destroy all monsters of that type. Also, neither player can special summon monsters with that type until the end of the next turn. That is so broken. You summon this dude on your turn, nuke a whole type, and then that type is like, no, you can't play that, bro. Sorry. Can't special summon that type. Oh, man. If your opponent is playing Thunder Dragons, though, it's not going to look good for you. I'm just saying. That's the only thing that I would really say, but yeah, this thing has some pretty good utility. So let's go ahead and we'll throw some replays out. All right, so here we go. We are up against in this particular replay, we're up against a I guess it's like a kaiju fairy tale deck. It's the one where you rely on Luna to just bounce stuff back. So basically, in order to special summon this guy, you got to have 3 monsters with different types. So I decided to go with a danger package. Now, I remember I saw somebody on Facebook mention Prank Kids, and I'm sure that would work fine, but I was just trying to, like, come up with something that I could play quickly and I understand, like, right off the bat. Because this is what I've decided to do for this new series. This series, I'm calling it, what did I say? I'm going to call it New Cards in Action. So, this is for today's episode of that. This is what I'm calling the series, New Cards in Action. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with it, preferably, if I can, I'm going to do it with a deck I'm very familiar with, especially if we're just using like one new card, like in the case of this video and the last. So there you go. This guy is actually, and if you're looking at the replay footage, you're seeing this guy just get bounced back, but because we filled the graveyard with so many dangers, we just get to keep summoning it and then keep, calling Spellcaster, and then our opponent is like, well, shit. So they can't really special summon spellcasters. I have no idea if he was able to or not. Oh, and then he has Mirror Force. This guy can't be destroyed by card effects. Oh, talk about it. And see, this is where one of its applicable effects. So that's the first replay I want to show you guys. I'm going to show you one more where the pop effect was actually a little more relevant. In that one, it was its ability to say I can't be destroyed by card effects. This one's going to be the one where he is destroying other stuff. So we're up against one of the synchro decks that everyone's been talking about. And this guy doesn't really build, like, I think the best board he could build. But, everybody's playing around with it. It's going to take some time to learn everything that you can or are going to want to do in that deck. So I'm not going to fault him for not knowing everything he possibly could do. Hell, I don't even know everything that deck could possibly do. So I start, just going through the deck, doing danger stuff, and I make some questionable plays, I admit, because I'm not really sure what to do. And all right, so here it is. Boom. Call Warrior. Now Warriors are locked out, and I just get to do free damage. So now that Warriors are locked out, now you're going to watch this guy kind of struggle here, because he's going to be trying to make all his best synchros, but as you saw, a lot of his best synchros and his best tuners are Warriors. If I recall correctly, this guy's going to quit because he's going to realize he can't do anything. He can't get out his... Yeah, see, he couldn't get out Stardust Warrior, which I think... I'm going to load the replay one more time. Pause. All right, so... Swap. There we go. All right, so as I was saying, like, look at this. was his build. He went for the whole synchro package, which is really cool. But I think, as I suspected, warrior. Let's see here. Warrior. Yeah, so basically all of his best like climbing cards were all warriors. Warrior. So that's why he couldn't get out of that. So let's go ahead and we're gonna exit here, and I'll show you guys the deck. I don't think it's gonna be all that relevant, but basically this is it right here. Here's the Arknemesis Eschatos. This dragon is wild, just wild. I went for the danger package. I threw in a little bit of blue eye stuff, but here's the big thing that's really cool. It's searchable off a melody of the awakening dragon. Konami. They made a better tribe infecting virus, made it a dragon, and then made it searchable off of the same shit you use to search melody. Or search blue eye, excuse me. Oh gosh. I got a few unnecessary like tech cards in here, like black and white dragon. That it didn't help much. The extra deck's kind of whatever. I just kind of threw what I thought would help. The big thing was YuGiOh Emerald, because you need to be able to put those cards back. And and Nightmare Phoenix were the ones that I saw the most play out of all my practice with it. But I basically built a danger Dark World deck, just took out the dangers. But this was more than enough, because with this guy blocking off special summons, one of the cool things that you can do is you can block, like you saw with the Synchron guy, you basically could block off their whole turn, especially if there's a specific type that is the primary type. Like, so if I was up against dinosaurs and blew up all the dinosaurs, let's just hypothetical they didn't have miscellaneous, for example, then they're not special summoning any more dinosaurs that turn or the next turn. So basically it's a you can normal summon that type, but then you're done, and then on my turn it's just go to sleep. Slap them, you know what I mean? Just so there you go, guys. This was the new card, Arknemesis Eschatos in action. This is my new series. I'm calling it New Cards in Action. I don't know how often I'll be able to do this, but I was really excited to, like, that's what I'm calling it, New Cards in Action. So I hope you guys like it. If you're enjoying this style of video, you guys really liked the Jewel Dinosaur one, so I'm hoping you guys will like this one. And we'll keep going on and doing this. If you're enjoying it, drop me one of these. And I'm Ben2000 YuGiOh. I am your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh superhero, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.